You can hear Uncle Bosie laughing from the grave. Mr. Peterman himself, Seinfeld actor John Hurley, joins prime time. All right, O'Hurley.
Oh.
I mean, you couldn't do cannibal jokes today.
Well, somebody can, but they have to have been real.
Right, you have to be president to make jokes like that.
Actually, it actually reminds me of a time when I was there in Papua New Guinea with the little naked natives of Bantubesh, presenting them with my annual mission of charitable giving. I gave them a Toto washless toilet. Yes, eco-friendly and elegant, even under the canopy of a tropical rainforest.
I miss Jay Peterman so much. I really do. The rickshaw that the homeless were using for I think it was Kramer. He said they have nothing else to do. Strap some rickshaws to them and have them. I mean, homeless jokes are probably a no-go zone now.
Well, not only that, they have stripped. There are several actual episodes of Seinfeld that have been stripped from the syndication because they didn't pass muster back then. So,
could you tell us about some of these long lost deep six?
The Puerto Rican Flag Day, I think, was that the one? I was in that, actually. I don't remember what I did, but I do remember that never showing up again.
Well, they probably took it out because you were in it.
You think? And I shouldn't take that personally.
No, of course not. Of course not, and you shouldn't. So, John, when you hear Jerry talk about that, I mean, he seems sad. I mean, he seems like it's never coming back. Is comedy coming back?
Well, it's an interesting question because, you know, Jerry, of course, more than anyone, had a more accessible and clean platform of comedy. I mean, there wasn't a cleaner comic in the business in the last 50 years of our laughs. And for him to say that, and he said this about 10 years ago when he said, I no longer am doing college campuses. He says, they're mean-spirited. And he says, okay. And that was 10 years ago. And now the problem is that we have lost our ability to be silly. That's a sad thing when you think about it. Just let the shoulders go loose and say something silly about yourself. I have a whole show, or I mean, my one-man show is just all self-deprecation, and it's safe because I can make fun of myself. So, you know, I'm hitting myself before anybody else can take a shot at me.
And there's a lot of material.
We have lost our sense of humor. It really is. I am a walking self-parody.
So, John, you're saying, are some people afraid of offending other people? Because when if a Puerto Rican guy says, "Fine, make fun of me," or a Hispanic guy says, "Sure, come get some," you know, every race, gender, creed, color, whatever, they're fine with making fun of themselves. I think we're all sensitive of making fun of others.
Historically, ethnic groups would be searching to be included in the comic repertoire of our culture. And now, no, we can't. And it's not that they don't want it, it's that there's a select group of those who know better who feel as though they should be deprived of it. Our comedy is no longer silly. It's not about that. It's mocking and it's sarcasm. And that's not comedy.
Right. We have to make America silly again. Let's run on that. Thank you so much, John. Use some.
Remember, as Fireside Theater once said, we are all just bozos on the bus.
John, great seeing you. Thanks as always. And we miss you on Seinfeld. And if you want to see John O'Hurley anywhere, go online and find him. He wants you to be with him. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.